Hey, we always live Elvis.
Memphis Mafia Kid and
And Teresa.
hey y'all. I I got lost in yeah. I hope y'all had a good weekend. I forgot today.
It's Monday.
Woo, yeah. It's been a weekend. We had a great time spending Christmas over at Teresa's daddy's and with her side of the family and the kids. And, we really enjoyed it, and now we're just recuperating, packing, and getting ready to go up to mom and daddy's for round two. And I don't know about y'all, but me and Teresa for the last week has been talking about just how much sweets and stuff we're going to eat. I mean, Mama has made, and Danielle, and well, we're going to try to finish this video. But anyway, y'all know what we're going to do Christmas, and I hope y'all are all blessed and having a lot, and or at least what you want and enjoying it. Y'all, we got some more viewers' questions. We appreciate those. And y'all, while I got a chance, y'all keep sending them. We love seeing just all the things that, that everybody might ask or just want to know, So, and we do the best we can. Before we get into those, got some prayers. Dennis Brayboy, for your family, our prayers are with you. Got a birthday that I'm not sure, but if we said it, fine. If we missed you, we want to get it because we didn't want it. Gary Holmes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And then, too, it being Christmas time, I got to thinking about a little fella that I spent some time with at Mom and Daddy's event this past August. And, I just wanted to give a little shout out to him. Jax, buddy, I hope you have a fantastic Christmas. Yes. And remember, you're MMK's man. So with that, y'all, hey, let's...
Okay, into questions. The first one is from Mary W. Is that right?
I wrote it. Is that right? You're reading it?
Or Mary.W. That's what it looks like. Okay. What was Christmas like that year of 1977? The year after Elvis passed away. Christmas.
Whoa. Trying to gather the right words. Very, very different. And don't get me wrong when I tell y'all and talk about this. I mean, Christmas has always been special for our family, and we shared it. But that Christmas, and I know my parents and family will agree. It was no way the same. It was, we tried to make the best Christmas out of it, although it was sad. We hurt.
Do you remember if the lights were lit up that year at Graceland?
I want to say, I that's a great question. I want to say
or the
it was. Hey, that may be one for y'all. Because to be honest, I didn't really pay attention to Graceland during that time. As a matter of fact, I don't know. I don't remember when Mom did the rest. I didn't even go up around Graceland that Christmas.
Y'all were still living there.
No.
No, you weren't.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
That Christmas we was living in Horn Lake. Yeah.
Okay.
It just, y'all, something that you've done your whole life, just imagine. And I've talked about how magical and great it was, and it was just our tradition, and all the memories and the people and the love and the fun, the game, just everything we did was just gone. Like I said, I don't want to say that it was a bad Christmas. I will say, just for me speaking, it was the worst Christmas that I ever had. And I'm almost sure Mom and Daddy would say the same thing. It not only being different, we were still all just shocked, still stunned. Yeah. And a lot of y'all that's been through it with a loved one knows exactly what what I'm talking about. It just, like I said, from old enough to remember Christmas, that's where we always spent Christmas Eve first was at Graceland, and it just, I wish I could say more, Teresa. I mean, you helped me here.
I guess it would have been like a dark feeling, and kind of.
Yeah, I mean, there was a gaping hole.
Yeah. Do you remember if your mama had put up a tree that year?
Like I said, I don't. I know. I do know and remember that we spent time as a family talking and crying and smiling and laughing about our memories and about how so much different it was and how much so different it was going to be for the rest of our lives. And it has been. But as a family and the way Elvis was, we've gone on and made it great. And then, thanks to Elvis, look at how great it is that we get to share it with y'all and the biggest family in the world, as I always say. So, y'all, I hope I answered that question. It, like I said, it
kind of hard to talk about.
It's hard. It's so hard to explain, but maybe y'all kind of understand. So.
Okay. Virgil Johnson wants a George Klein story, please.
He does he?
Yes.
There's a lot of George Klein stories. A lot of them are quick ones that's popping in the head. So I'll just tell you a couple. But I've told the one that George is the one that put me up to brushing Priscilla's dog. She had like a dog named Baba. It was kind of like a collie, I think, or collie mix, and he would give me toothbrush and toothpaste to chase that dog around and brush Baba's teeth, and he just would get a kick out of it. George as a person, you could not love George. George was just always loving and caring, and I loved his voice, the way it was, the deep, and I guess that's why he made such a great disc jockey. And speaking of that, that's another story. When even before we was living in Graceland, but especially when we was living in Graceland, on a spring or summer day, we'd be listening to him on WHBQ, and we'd just take a notion to call, and we'd call, and he'd talk, and have us kind of aired on the radio, which we thought was just out of this world, about what we were doing at Graceland during that time, and we'd tell him, he always, he was always sending us things and, giving things. I know his wife, Barbara, said that he didn't hardly give out very many Christmas presents, and especially with kids, and that she was amazed at how every year he always got me and Joey a Christmas present. So, after Elvis passed away, there's a lot of great, and it just goes to show you how your bond and your loyalties there. A lot of you may know he went on to work for the casinos, and he was constantly asking,
that's where I met him.
That's how Teresa met him, as a matter of fact. He, he'd say, hey, y'all come down there. Anytime you come down, holler at me, and I would. And, of course, he'd fix us up with, with the works, buffets and rooms or whatever we wanted. And that was just George. So, but I got more, and we'll start popping in a George story.
All right, this is from Francis Dixon. Did Priscilla ever spend any Christmas time at Graceland after the divorce?
If she did, I don't remember. And I didn't have a chance. I don't think so. I don't remember. But if she did, she might have popped and been there a short time. Daddy and Mama would know. That may be a great question for him. But I don't think so. Because I don't remember seeing her, and we was having too good of a time for her. I shouldn't have said that.
To worry with it.
Anyway.
Okay. Oh, this question's for me. Ruby Irene.
Teresa, oh, gosh, for you.
Teresa, how do you keep Danny and oh no, that wasn't right. Do you bake a lot of sweets for Christmas? And I used to,
Yeah.
but not really anymore because I mean Danielle loves to cook and she does so good and his mama does the candy, so since we're traveling and everything, it makes it easier not to, but so we sit back and enjoy.
Basically, you're kicking back the free ride. But no, y'all, she has before on holiday, you know.
We don't usually have a holiday here.
No, and we're out about. But now you have cooked, you know, cookies and cakes and
Sometimes
and different things
Sometimes. But see, I'm not supposed
for
to.
my birthday and for
I'm not
Laney.
supposed to eat a lot of sweets, so I try to. But I am Christmas.
Yeah.
I'll probably be sick. Or,
But you know, she can cook and
Yeah.
not just sweets. I mean, she can.
Just-
But
it's easier to put something in the air fryer for dinner.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
The way we do it is, and the way we eat different times. I mean, one day breakfast might be early in the morning if I hadn't slept at all. Most of the time, it's usually anywhere from 12 to 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening breakfast, and then you know, and we've had dinner and stuff sometimes as late as midnight, 1
and
o'clock
it's mostly just the two of us
in the morning.
so,
Yeah,
you know, it's just easier.
but we share the cooking. We both
Yeah.
like to cook, and I'm picky.
He does breakfast most of the time.
I like it the way I like it, and since we've been together, Teresa knows how to make that, and Danielle, and the only other one is my mama. Pretty much everything. I mean, that's what I grew up on, just like a lot of y'all. And some of our food's different, but that's just the way I want it. And if it ain't like that, I don't want it.
He cooks it himself.
But now, real quick on the other part, y'all, let me just say, especially because we're getting going mamas, and this being Christmas, I mean, I usually always, but this being our Christmas holidays, tonight or tomorrow night, right before we go, I am going to tune Teresa like a fine guitar.
You keep on and you'll be staying here by yourself Christmas. I'll be up eating all
Just
the
wanted
good
y'all to know
things. Okay. Stephen Fuzz.
Huh? Stepped in fuzz.
Mm-hmm. You heard me. Stephen Fuzz. Did Elvis...
I heard you. You stepped in fuzz.
Want me
Okay.
to read it?
Okay, did it again.
Did Elvis come downstairs to open his gifts or stay upstairs away from the chaos?
No, as I've said,
He liked to be part of the chaos.
that Elvis, that was his thing to come down. That's what he loved the mingle and the jingle and the carrying on, the loving, the laughing, crying, the carrying on, the receiving, the giving. Elvis wouldn't have missed it for the world unless he's now. However, and I know y'all have heard it and I've talked about it. He did come down, and he started off right that last Christmas that we spent at Graceland. However, he got a little upset, as y'all probably heard, and he basically wanted everybody gone except for himself, his daddy, Vernon, Sandy, his girlfriend, my mom and dad. Of course, I think Ginger was there, and then us kids, and it was just basically us. I mean, all the other guys that worked for everybody else was gone, but that's just the way he wanted it. But all the years that I remember Christmas, that was the main hype. And as cool as Elvis was, and he had that about him, I know he knew it, and he couldn't. It was almost like when he walked down, it was like he could, he knew what he did to people. So and that just made it even more special.
Yeah. Levi Nolan. Do you think Elvis would have liked 80s metal bands?
Let me say it like this. Elvis respected music. He loved music. We all know that. He respected music, no matter what type of music or musician you was. Now, with that being said, and like I said, I can only speak of what I think, but I just don't think it would have been the type of music, let me put it that way, that he would have listened to, or there might have been a song here and there. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for every day and something he was into. We all know his kind of music, country, gospel, some jazzy rhythm, blues, just rock and roll. However, and I know you didn't ask, but I'll throw it in there whether you want to know it or not. No, there's some metal bands that me and Teresa, that we kind of grew up on, or went to high school on and stuff in the '80s. So, there's some of them but I've said it all along. There's no music like the old music, and I'm sorry. I mean, and taking nothing away from nobody. There's a lot of beautiful songs and a lot of great music out there I love, but if I've got my choice, I'm gonna listen to Elvis Presley.
Yep.
Right off the bat.
Me too. Okay, the last question is from Mr. Majestic.
Okay.
Danny, you look just like your dad. How old are you?
You think?
Well, he guessed 62.
Okay. Well, to answer your question, yes, me and Daddy look like.
They do.
Pretty much my whole life, as I started getting older, early on, everybody always said I look like my daddy's brother, Bobby, and I do. But after I got up, about a teenager, maybe a little before, and from there on growing, everybody always thought me and Daddy's were brothers. And anybody that knew us, hey, I know. And believe me, even to this day, Teresa will tell you, folks will stop me somewhere or something or holler out Billy. And I know. And a lot of times I'll carry on with them a little bit. And then, a lot of times I'll say, well, you got it close. I'm Danny or something, But, and the part of the age is you almost nailed it.
Close.
If Teresa don't kill me before March, I will be 62.
No, you won't. You're 63.
No, I'll be 62.
Oh, that's right. So he did get it right.
Yeah, basically.
I was aging you up.
Hey, you see? So much she loves me.
I was aging you up.
Well, she may not have me marked off, but I think for 62, I feel like I'm about 24. And
Lord help me.
I'm one good looking little fella now.
A pain in my butt.
According to me.
Yeah. No,
y'all, hope y'all have had a good time with us. I know we have with y'all as always. And like I said, y'all keep sending them questions in.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It helps us out. We appreciate it.
Yes.
We love each and every one of y'all. Until the next one, we always live Elvis.